Super nerd alert for this video. I mean, probably didn't click on this video expecting anything else, but I just saw some sort of post. I don't know if it's like legit or not. There's like a video, like a trailer for it, but it's like, it's not that, I don't know. It doesn't look that official to me. There's a video game coming out, a virtual reality video game based off of Sword Art Online. If you do watch anime, you 100% understand where this is going. If you don't, let me explain real quick. Sword Art Online is an anime based off of people like playing this video game, and basically you end up getting trapped in this video game fantasy world, right? Just like any other gamer, there'll be casual people, really hardcore players and shit. So there are these types of, hermit types of people, kind of like me, where they just sit inside all day and just like, play video games. Now, in order to play this game, like the way you log in, you end up like putting on this virtual reality headset or helmet kind of thing, and you log in mentally. Your physical body stays in the real world, but mentally now, like in your mind, you are in this world, right? You train your skills, you get really good at things. There's dungeons and loot and all sorts of shit. Just a whole bunch of nerdy shit. It's like literally somebody like me, it's my dream. So if you're an avid anime watcher, or you don't even watch anime at all, you probably at least have heard of Sword Art Online. It's super big because just the concept of it was just really fucking badass, and a lot of people just really wish that it could happen in real life. And now that it seems like this thing is coming to fruition, now people are super excited for this thing. And then there's other people that, okay, the conflict in Sword Art Online was, at first people were like logging in and it'd be simple, and like you don't want to play anymore, you just bring up the little pause screen, you just log out, and then your body wakes up and you just go about your day. The thing that happened in Sword Art, which is not a spoiler, it's the main plot, basically the login button just completely disappears. Nobody can log out, and if you die in the game, you die for real. Now, the thing is, a lot of people are saying, like, this is actually kind of scary, because what if that same thing happened in real life? Like, what if all of the people that logged into this game were just suddenly trapped there, and if they died in the game, they died for real? Like, if you got stabbed in-game, I don't know, your body would have some sort of heart attack or some shit. Honestly, for me, I am a grade A pussy. Like, I don't want to die in any way, shape, or form, but I feel like if I wanted to die in any way, if I had to choose a way to actually die, like, I don't know, some sort of Grim Reaper came up to me and told me and asked me which way I wanted to die, no matter what, I would probably choose to die in a video game. As nerdy as that sounds. Because at least when I die in the video game, if it's anything like Sword Art, if I were to just like die in the game and then just like I never wake up again, I mean, if at some point I actually do die in my sleep, like in real life for real, that's probably the best way to go in my opinion. I would rather, not suffer from a heart attack or any awful illness or just something like that along those lines. By the way, the only way in Sword Art Online to actually like get out of this whole situation is to actually beat the game and free everybody of all of this shit. Like, somebody has to complete the game in order for everybody to log out. Honestly, me as a person, I probably wouldn't even try to be like that fucking hero to like try to complete the game. I'd probably be like a really average, like, I don't know, mage or some shit, right? And then just wait for everybody else to like finish the game for me, because the reality of it is, at least I'm not gonna die in town. Like, if I'm going out of my way to go into these dungeons and shit to try to complete the game, I'm more likely to die that way. I would rather just like rot away in a city somewhere. At least I won't get fucking murdered by an orc or some shit. I would just wait for somebody else to do it, honestly. And another thing I thought of, I mean, in this gaming world, when you're making your character, I mean, you can make yourself look any way that you want. So there's bound to be like, everybody is going to be absolutely fucking gorgeous. Like, if you play any video games, and if you're watching my channel, you most likely do play video games, at least a little bit, you see that the women and the men in video games, just human beings in general, are literally perfect. Especially in these like MMORPG types of games like that are like anime based, because they always got like these huge boobies, like completely flawless skin, super long colorful hair and shit. People will customize themselves to look just ridiculously attractive. Honestly, I feel like a lot of people that aren't happy with their existence in life will kind of get like a second chance in this game. Like, as dark as that sounds, like there are probably some people out here that don't want to live their current life, and you can basically just trade your life for another. Now, hypothetically, if all of this shit could actually work and if it was actually happening, there would be more complications than just that. Like, what would happen to your body in real life if it just lays there for years? For example, like in Sword Art, they had to transfer people's bodies into hospitals and all that shit. Now it would be extremely expensive for people's families in real life to keep someone's body there in hopes that they're going to wake up one day. Financially, it's just ridiculously expensive. So I'm speaking hypothetically, if everything just goes perfect and like there weren't any like fees or anything like that, I'd probably do it. I'd probably just go through with my plan of just not doing anything though. I'd probably just like sit back and be like, hey, good luck in the dungeon today, guys. Oh, you're PvPing today? Okay, all right, man, good luck. Hope you get some good loot and shit, and we can beat this game, I would actually be a leech on every single party. There's always that one person in every single party on every single like RPG game that's just absolutely fucking useless. Yeah, that would probably be me. Then I start thinking about all the shit, like, are the servers gonna be backed up, or like, is there gonna be like lag of any sort, or just anything like that? Oh, and speaking of getting backed up, this is kind of gross, but I thought about it. In my life, okay, I have never ever had a laxative ever in my life. And I know that's a completely like random fact to state, but I'm actually kind of curious how it would work. Like, I have people tell me like, okay, you probably want to get some Gatorade, drink some water and shit, and be extremely dehydrated. Some people are telling me not to do it ever, ever, ever. I feel like as a human being, like, I watched, who was it? I watched FouseyTube's video, and he talked about how he had some sort of laxative, and he woke up the next day, and he feels like completely rejuvenated. He feels great. And I want that. It's been a long time since I've actually woken up and felt completely rejuvenated. Like, there are a lot of things that go into like how people feel when they're sleeping and when they wake up and everything. You could have some sort of like sleep apnea problem where you just like don't get a deep sleep, or there's so many like different ways that things can affect your sleep. And I feel like since I'm a pretty happy person, when I had sleep problems before, I thought maybe I was just like kind of depressed. I mean, I definitely was, you know, I wasn't the happiest person in the world, but I think this could help me. I actually do. I think I'm going to get a laxative. People are telling me not to do it, but honestly, like, I think I'm just gonna do it. I will let you guys know how that goes. I won't get too detailed. Everybody's telling me that it's fucking awful, so I don't know. I'm just expecting the worst. I'm gonna do it. The end result is actually good for me, so that's kind of why I want to do it, because I switched up my diet, I did all this other stuff, but I have yet to do anything like that. Some sort of cleansing. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna head out to a store, pick up some, and yeah. Wish me luck. This is probably going to be the greatest mistake of my life.